Hello everyone, welcome to Cornflower Crafts. This is Corn, and I thought we'd come up to the craft room again, and I thought I'd show you guys one thing I'm working on, then I thought we could do one together. Do you guys remember my Hobby Lobby haul, the 75% off one? And remember I found these for 75% off. They're craft paper with that gorgeous metallic gold, and then the envelope, I'm going to try not to get too much of a shine here, reflective shine, has the gold lining. And I thought maybe we could, I'll show you the one I did already. And you know, with craft paper, you can do anything. You know, you can go vintage, you can go shabby chic, you can go cute, you can do whatever. And so this is one of the ones, and I've left this gorgeous. I loved it. I think that's beautiful. And then I covered the front of it and made a pocket. This paper, I got several single sheets of, this is Stamperia, and I kind of fussy cut around writing, and then that's Tim Holt's ticket, and I did this because who this is going to, I think it's a possibility that she's been to this airport. I'm not 100% sure, but it's possible. And then this is this wonderful pen is in that same Stamperia line, and it's chipboard. And then the ink I used is walnut stain to get it, you know, nice and a darker one. And on the back of that, I put this paper, and it's not exactly like the craft. It is a craft paper, but it's, look at the color, a little bit different. And so that this could fit right in here, right in the pocket. And then this fabric is a muslin that has like a little paint print on it, and it's tea dyed. And this person likes vintage a lot, but she also likes pretty things. And what I was looking for her, evidently I donated it just a few weeks ago. I know that she loves Hawaii, and Tim Holtz had in one of his paper pads, he had this great print of Hawaii, and it's very vintage, and the young lady's water skiing, and I was like, oh, that'd be perfect, but evidently I donated that piece. I was like, oh man. But I plan on writing front and back of this, on this. And I wish I did know calligraphy, but I don't. But isn't that, you know, I'm real happy with the way that turned out. And I thought, since we did the vintage, then, oh, and the front of the envelope just has this to tie it in. And that's on that same piece of paper. And then on this one, I thought we could do together the Shabby Chic. Okay, so hopefully you can see what I'm working on. I hope. I'll sit down for now. Can always see before when I'm standing up, and know when I'm sitting down. And real quick, one thing, I stopped for a while. I'm working on my next handmade giveaway. I told you I'll be working with black, white, and yellow, and now I've got touches of pink in this too, because of, yes, another blouse that is now in the craft room. I never wore it, by the way. But yes, so since we have a touch of pink and green, so this will carry that through a little bit. And yeah, working on signatures and stuff like that. So that's for the next. But I put that on the side. I said, there, you go over there. So what I do we've got this paper for our Shabby Chic. Isn't that gorgeous? Yes, I hoard it. Yes, I do. I bring it out every once in a while, but I hoard it big time because I love it so much. And some people will say, well, I don't ever put Shabby Chic with craft. I personally think everything goes with craft, so that's my own opinion. So what I do is, you know, you can put your glue stick on this, you can put your Fabri-Tac on this, whatever makes you happy. I'm going to do art glitter glue because that's what I used on the other one, and I was happy with the way it turned out. And for me, I think it's real important to get those corners. So here's hoping you can see what I'm doing. In fact, I get almost too much, and around here is important. I get almost too much on the corners and have to get all gluey fingered because I'm like, oh no, that'll be oozing out all over the place. Okay, and like I said, if that happens, I just, you know, spread it a little bit with my fingers. And we're going to, let's see, I had that correct. And we're going to place it here. And hopefully I can line it up. As you know, with art glitter glue, sometimes you have a minute, sometimes you don't. How are we doing? Are we lined up? Okay. And let me put this pin back in here. And I like to take my brayer and, I mean, I know everybody's like, well, there's no paint on that. But I like doing it this way. And I didn't line this up perfectly, and that's okay, because what we're going to do is fix it. That's the funny thing. That got lined up perfectly, but when it comes to, oh gee, let me make a video, I find 9 times out of 10 that just doesn't work. Oh mercy, not on your video. Okay, so let's trim off the excess. How is everybody doing today? Good, I hope. I hope life is treating you kind. You're going to see me get this kind of close to me because I am bad eyesight. And I craft very close to myself. Okay, we'll put that aside. And then, since I didn't get this perfect here, as you know, sometimes it's just this little tiny sliver, but you want it matching. Okay. And how'd I do on the bottom? We're good. Okay. Or are we good? And see, that just, if you're like me, this makes me feel, I don't know, I just love it. I just think it's so sweet. Makes me feel not like a little girl with pink, but it just makes me feel happy inside. See, sometimes that's it. That's all you've got to, but if you want it just so. And then since there's my hole, I need to make a hole there. The weird thing is, the hole punch I like the best is from Walmart. Now, it's old, And I've tried, you know, prettier punches and stuff like that, and I don't like them. Guys, I have to get this super close to me, or I would show you that I have to make sure it goes straight in that hole. And we're good. And you can ink around your edges and everything if, you know, if you want, but I personally, I'm good. I like it is. And the ink, because I want to use this, I dyed this seam binding, and then I scrunched it up, as you'll know I like to do. And that's my husband. He just got up. And so I wanted to use that. So the ink I'm going to use is the picked raspberry to kind of zoom in on the darker pink in here. And I already, I dropped it in the floor, but I already went ahead and to save time, this is the back. It's two-sided, and so it matches perfectly, as you know, with the little flowers. And so I wanted my pocket to be out of the teeny tiny polka dots here. And I have this We Are Memory Keepers punch, border punch, which a lot of us love this because it's sweet. It's just sweet. And that's what I did for the top. And so I'm going to trim it down a little bit more before I glue it. I like to make sure, because sometimes I've been short here and here. So what I'm going to do is just trim it a little bit. And recycle that. And then go ahead and I'm going to place here and here. And like so. Okay? But wait a minute. First, a lot of times if I go ahead, should I decorate it first or should I? Because I thought this would be cute with some layers. And to pick out the gold on the back, this die is from Amazon. And then let's to pick up here. Let's try something, see if we like it. I'm one of those, I try it. If I don't like it, I grab something else. So let's try this. Okay. See, to try to, you know, pick up that. Maybe it would look cute with a little raspberry around it. My poor, look at that. It's just about shot. A little dauber. Something tells me I should get a new one. But I keep saying that, you know. I'm going to put this aside because my dauber is in such bad shape. But sometimes it makes a mess. All the fans are going because this is early morning, and we try to pull in, we don't have AC, so we try to pull in cool air at night and then close the house up. There, how's that? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, see, that just makes it pop. Just a tiny bit of ink can do that, can't it? And then I thought, oh, let's leave this here because I'll probably need it again. I thought maybe pull in the lighter pink too. I might end up, let me see something. I might like one that's just a little bit darker, not as dark as that, which would be perfect, because I don't think I have it. If I've got it, I haven't found it. Ooh, that wants to turn, doesn't it? Let's see something. Do we like it? It wants to turn. It's not going straight, is it? Okay, is that cute? Yes. Okay, I like it. I had pulled another super narrow one, and it was too light, actually. Too much. Okay. All right. And this is Ofre from Walmart, but that was a few years back. Now, what did I do with my... It has a teeny tiny piece of tape to close it. Interesting. Usually I put it right on my desk. Okay. We won't take up any more time, so I'll look for it later. Alrighty. So, I think since I have to have it perfect on here, I can go ahead and just cut everything once it's lined up perfectly on there. You could do it both ways. You can measure it, make sure it's perfect length and do it that way, but I'm not gonna. Okay? I'm doing it this way. Let me see if you can still see me. Yes, okay, doke. Just making sure. And I do have some art glitter glue in a smaller bottle. And I want it to be, if it comes out of the bottle, here and here. But as you know, sometimes if you do it this way, it's kind of a hit and miss thing. So what I'm going to do is put some glue here too, in case I do miss it more than hit it. And okay. So I want that to be there. And I messed up. I want it over a little bit. Okay, let's see. And I want it to be flush at the bottom. Okay, and we've got just a little bit. When you've got those holes, you know, your glue's gonna say, oh, cool. I can do that. I can go over there. Okay. I have gluey fingers, so I got glue on there. Not cool, but in case you have gluey fingers and wet glue here that you're not going to let dry because you don't have time, I would recommend these Fiskars scissors because they clean perfectly. Things don't stick. I was telling Heather about them. Heather was like, whoa, she's Gypsy Crafter Journals here on YouTube, and I'm impressed with them. I can tell you that. And so alrighty. I did this, see this little, I did that because of my gluey fingers. Not cool, that happens from time to time. That will happen. And my cutting jobs wasn't perfect. Close, but no cigar. Let me see my other ones, my old faithfuls. Okay. Now, and these clean off just beautifully. So, now that we've got that there, as you know, your lace has a right side and a wrong side. Put my still. Yep, you can see me. And I use this lace a lot. In fact, I hardly have any left. Because the fun thing about this is you can glue it down the middle, and then if you want, I go ahead and glue the tops too, because when I place them in envelopes before, I've seen, if they're not glued, I've seen the lace get scrunched, and I don't want my lace to ever get scrunched. So, since it is this lace, normally, as you know, I would put it on with Fabri-Tac or Fabri-Fix also, but because it's so thin, I go ahead and do the art glitter glue. And everybody has their way. Sometimes the glue gets put on the paper. I put it directly on the lace. I want to make sure it gets where I want it to get. And if it's too much of a good thing, yep, there goes that finger again. I think right about there. Now that does have to, oh, I've got glue everywhere. Gotta wash my mat again. Always washing this mat, y'all. Is that where it's, remember I have straight issues. Okay. So if you have time, I'd love to hear what you guys are working on. What you all, or if you even have time to work on things. I know everybody's busy, especially at this time of year. We have to wait for my glue to come. There we go. If you have little ones going back to school, I hope and pray that your schools are nice and safe, and I know that there's, in the news, there's issues with mask mandates. Okay. So, however way this goes, which will go in this way to the envelope, it'll be fine. No issues there. Now, when it comes to this, though, this part is our paper, and I think we're going to go like so. I'm just putting, I think I will do Fabri-Tac. I think I'll do this one. I have one in a different bottle, and it got so thick that, you know, you can thin it out, and not with water, as you know, but even when I thinned it out, with fingernail polish remover, by the way, it's still too thick. So I don't know if I didn't add enough or what. Let me here. Okay, so we've got that there. And we're going to put that there. When it comes to things so shiny, the metallic golds and silvers and everything, I have a tendency to do the Fabri-Tac because, you know, I say you can glue something on glass, and I'm like, okay, you're going to be on that slick, then I'm going to put you on something slick paper crafting. You know? Okay. So, and again, your eyes go up and down for that. Okay. And I'm hoping it'll be okay that I did not adhere it to the paper. I just did the center. Hopefully that'll be fine. And listen to the blue jay outside. Can you hear it? They're just talking up a stone. And I'm debating. I'm going to do something, and I might change it, but I want to see how it looks first. Remember, I have this hole reinforcer punch, and I want to do that. Just, you know, talk about carrying your eyes up again. Do I want that? Which, you know, or do I want to put, or do I want to put gold to carry that up? And to carry the theme on the back. I kind of like that though. I'm going to stick with that. Sometimes I go ahead and put, as you all know, put my distress ink around that, but I'm not gonna this time. Sorry guys, I do have to get this nice and close. Okay, so we're carrying those eyes up again, and I want to put a little something inside to write my note on. Oh, let's do this. We can do this. That blue jay's just talking up a storm, isn't he? It's a little long. save that for later. It might be a little long, I think. As you know, there's other ways to adjust it, especially since it's so wrinkled and crumpled now. Yeah, I like that better. Okay, and I will save those for later. And so I want to put a little something. Let's see, I was looking at this. This is actually a scrap, even though it doesn't look like it, does it? Because you've got your little tiny dots there. But I'm not sure. Let me see something else here. There's another one I was toying with the idea. Because this is what I want to put on it. This is a piece I fussy cut out of some Stamperia paper, and I just thought it was so cute, especially with this, with all the pink roses. Maybe, is that too much? It's new. We've got another one up here too. Oh, that's kind of cute, isn't it? Ooh. I like that. I like that. Okay. Let's see if I can use my guillotine cutter. And how big do I want to make it? Let's see here. How wide? I can try 3. Let's see here. I've got all my glue sitting way too close to me. My desk is a mess, y'all. Especially when you stop one project, you know, to go on to another one, just even if it's just for a few hours. It's like, what have I done? Okay, and then let's see. How far? Maybe 5.5. We'll try it. Which end do I like best? This one. Let's try 5.5. And it doesn't look 100% straight. I hope I didn't get my scissors out on this. Let's see if we fit, and yeah. And if we like it. Okay. Yes, we do. And what did I just do with it? I was gonna say. And then I can write on the back because that's cute. Okay. Will do. And you can make decorative, you know, I do have decorative corner chompers too, but I'm just going to go with this one. And the only reason I have this is from Amazon, and the only reason I have this is because some of my other, I have two punches that help me with the rounding of my corners, but I've used them for so many years, they're not working real great. And if you want to make it thicker, since this is double-sided and I love the other side, I'm leaving it. But if you want to make it thicker, of course, you can place another paper here. And let's see, so we've got this going on, this going on, and I don't know, that's not looking right now because of the size of this. So what I could do, I had done this earlier, and that picks up the blue too, and it's different enough, you know, because this is your scallop and the bright pink, and then there's picks up the blue. I kind of like that. Or, ooh, I like it because it picks up that blue, but yeah, this doesn't look right now. It's too big. What about, ta-da, if we cut off a little bit of this trim? Oh yeah, I like it. Let's do that. Let's do that. So, for some reason, this has a thread that's not happy. And let's go ahead and cut this trim. You see this? I had to buy the yellow for my other project. Oh yeah, look how sweet that is. Okay, that's like super sweet, isn't it? And if I put it there on my grid, I can put it where it's supposed to be. I'm gonna go ahead and try and see if we can make, see how thick. And this was, let me see, let me get it. I thought I had it here, maybe not. You know, when you rearrange your craft room, do you all ever hide stuff from yourself where you're like, where did I put that? Anyway, I got the fingernail polish remover from Walmart, and it's pure, you know, it doesn't have a whole bunch of stuff in it, and it's not very expensive. But even by, I guess I'm shy in using something to thin it, you know, because I'm concerned about getting it too thin, you know, and having it fail. I just never want glue to fail, and it failed in a little bit on one of my projects, and so I'm very, very cautious, you know. That's all it needs, I think. I don't think it needs any more lace or anything like that. So, and this will go here. And I think I've kept you all long enough. But what I'll do is, just like I did with the vintage one, I will go ahead and put a strip of this paper here to match, so that there'll be, you know, and then I have a seal that'll look good with that too, with the Shabby Chic. So that's what we came up with today. And so there's those invitations now, something quite different. And I'd like to thank you all so much for being with me today, and I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. Bye-bye, everybody. Take good care.